potty training basics, we want to start with making sure you're on a schedule. So a routine is really important. That might mean every 30 minutes when she's awake. It might mean even every 15 minutes sometimes. Like if she's really active, you want to take her out in the middle of that activity, because a lot of dogs will like do a zoomie and they'll be like, oh, I have to pee, and they'll stop in the middle of their play session. And then that's where we are all like, oh, I just took you outside. Right, so we want to start with putting them on a routine. So every 30 minutes to an hour when she's awake. If she's sleeping, let's say she takes a 2-hour nap, I would go ahead and wake her up to take her outside to potty instead of waiting. Because once she wakes up, the very first thing she's going to be looking to do is pee and or drink water. And so that leads us to the next point. Other things that are going to cue us to take her out to potty is anytime she eats or drinks, wakes up from a nap, and plays. If you start to notice a pattern, like she needs to go potty in the middle of whatever other activity you normally do, then you just take that in stride and you do what is right for her, even if it's outside of what I said. All right, so approximately every 30 minutes to an hour for potty outings. And when you are outside, when she goes potty in the right spot, you're gonna reward her multiple times or with multiple treats for the correct behavior, right? So if she pees or poops, you're gonna give her like 4 treats. So dogs who are having a harder time with potty training, we want to reward them more heavily when we're outside, because once she goes inside and she pees, it's reinforcing her to pee wherever she went. So if she learns in the early stages that hardwoods are the greatest thing to pee on, it's gonna be really hard to teach her to pee outside. So do your best to reward her heavily outside. If you have some issues with her pooping outside, you can grab a poop that she did inside and place it outside so that she comes over and she smells and is like, oh, this is my potty spot. I would pick the same spot each time. And so let's say it's like this area. She always comes to this spot to go potty, and she goes on leash so that she can't get distracted and run off. And also making sure that you're not talking to her a lot or playing with her during potty time. So I would do about 5 to 10 minutes for your potty walks. You're just gonna bring her out to this spot in circles and repeat go potty a few times. So if she goes in the wrong spot, so if she goes potty inside, you can interrupt her in the middle, like in mid-pee, you can interrupt her with a and then pick her up and bring her straight out to her potty spot. If she doesn't go, then you have 2 options. You can bring her inside and tether her to you with your leash and collar, or you can put her back in her pen for a short period of time until, let's say, maybe 15 minutes later, and then bring her back outside to go again.
Use an X pen with a potty spot indoors. Also get a crate that's large with a divider. Let's do a brief recap. Set a routine and keep your puppy on it. Praise and reward them immediately when they go where you want them to go. If you catch them in the act, interrupt them and redirect. No punishing. Also, be sure to use baby gates and monitor them with eagle eyes when they're out of their X pen. Thank you so much for joining me for this potty training lesson, and I'll see you soon.